What if I told you that one country quietly figured out how to age without losing strength, independence, or dignity, without extreme workouts, without expensive supplements, and without punishing gym routines? Imagine reaching your 70s, 80s, even 90s, and still being able to stand up without pain, walk confidently without fear of falling, and live your daily life without constantly depending on medication or assistance. This is everyday reality for millions of people in Japan, and it doesn't come from luck or genetics alone. It comes from a way of living so simple, so ordinary, that most people overlook it entirely. Across the world, aging is often associated with decline, weak legs, stiff joints, chronic pain, fear of movement. Many people accept this as unavoidable, but in Japan, aging often looks very different. Older adults are commonly seen walking to local shops, tending small gardens, preparing meals, caring for grandchildren, and participating in their communities. They are not chasing youth, they are preserving function. And that distinction changes everything. Japan consistently ranks among the countries with the highest life expectancy on Earth. But what is even more impressive is not just how long people live, but how well they live. Extended lifespan without quality is not a success. The real achievement is maintaining mobility, balance, and purpose for as long as possible. This is where the Japanese approach quietly outperforms much of the modern fitness culture. In many countries, health advice revolves around structured exercise. Join a gym, push harder, sweat more, lift heavier. But as people get older, this advice often backfires. Joints become more sensitive. Recovery slows. Balance declines. Muscles that once responded quickly to stress now demand patience and care. Yet the pressure to perform intense workouts remains. This disconnect leads to injuries, frustration, and eventually complete inactivity. Japan follows a different philosophy. Movement is not separated from life, it is woven into it. Instead of forcing the body into extreme effort for short periods, movement is spread gently across the entire day. Sitting, standing, walking, bending, reaching. These actions are not dismissed as insignificant. They are respected as the foundation of lifelong strength. One of the most powerful habits seen among Japanese seniors is the frequent act of sitting down and standing back up. This simple movement, repeated naturally throughout the day, strengthens the legs, hips, and core while reinforcing balance and coordination. Research has shown that the ability to stand up from a seated position without assistance is one of the strongest predictors of longevity and independence. In Japan, this movement is practiced unconsciously dozens of times every day. Contrast this with the modern lifestyle, where people remain seated for hours at a time, then attempt to compensate with a single intense workout. The body does not respond well to this pattern, especially with age. Long periods of inactivity followed by sudden stress increase the risk of injury and joint damage. Japanese seniors avoid this cycle entirely by keeping movement constant but gentle. Another overlooked habit is the widespread use of floor sitting in traditional Japanese homes. Sitting on the floor and standing back up requires flexibility, leg strength, and balance. Even those who use chairs often choose lower seating, encouraging controlled movement rather than collapse. Chair-based movements play a crucial role in Japanese senior health, and they are often misunderstood. These are not exercises for weakness, they are strategies for longevity. Seated leg lifts, slow knee extensions, ankle circles, gentle arm raises, and controlled breathing movements all serve a purpose. They strengthen stabilizing muscles, improve circulation, lubricate joints, and maintain neural connections between the brain and the body. What makes these movements so effective is not intensity, but consistency. A movement done safely every day builds far more resilience than a demanding workout done sporadically. Japanese seniors prioritize repeatability. If a movement cannot be done comfortably tomorrow, it is considered too aggressive today. This mindset alone prevents countless injuries. Breathing is also integrated into movement. Slow, controlled breathing reduces tension, supports posture, and improves oxygen delivery to muscles. Many Japanese movement practices emphasize breathing rhythm, helping the nervous system remain calm and balanced. This reduces stress hormones that accelerate aging and inflammation. Another powerful yet quiet pillar of Japanese health is walking not as exercise, but as transportation. Short walks taken multiple times a day accumulate into significant physical activity without exhausting the body. Walking after meals supports digestion and blood sugar control. Walking outdoors supports mental health, balance, and spatial awareness. It is not rushed, it is not tracked, it is simply lived. Beyond movement, Japanese longevity is deeply connected to mindset. Physical health cannot be separated from emotional and mental well-being. One of the most important concepts in Japanese culture is ikigai, often described as a reason to wake up in the morning. Ikigai gives direction to daily life. It transforms routine actions into meaningful ones. For older adults in Japan, ikigai may be caring for plants, preparing meals for family, practicing traditional arts, teaching skills to younger generations, or maintaining social connections. Purpose encourages movement. Movement sustains health. Health reinforces purpose. This cycle creates resilience that no supplement can replicate. Scientific studies consistently show that people with a strong sense of purpose experience lower rates of depression, improved immune function, reduced chronic pain, and longer lifespan. Japanese culture supports this naturally by valuing elders as contributors, not burdens. This cultural respect has profound physiological effects. Diet also plays a significant role, but again, not through extremes. One of the most famous Japanese dietary habits is harahachi-bu, which means eating until about 80% full. This practice prevents overeating without requiring calorie counting or restriction. It reduces digestive stress, lowers inflammation, and helps maintain a healthy body weight. Overeating places constant strain on the body. It increases insulin resistance, accelerates joint wear, and promotes chronic inflammation. By stopping short of fullness, Japanese seniors preserve energy for movement and recovery. Meals are enjoyed slowly, with attention, rather than consumed mindlessly. Traditional Japanese meals also emphasize variety and moderation. Small portions of vegetables, fish, rice, and fermented foods provide nutrients without excess. No single food is idolized. No food group is demonized. Balance remains the guiding principle. Hydration, sleep, and daily routine further reinforce health. Regular sleep patterns support hormonal balance. Early exposure to daylight helps regulate circadian rhythms. Predictable routines reduce stress on the nervous system. These factors may seem minor individually, but together they shape the aging process profoundly. One of the most important lessons from Japan is what they do not prioritize. They do not chase youth. They do not glorify extreme physical transformation. They do not measure worth by appearance. Instead, they value function. Can you move comfortably? Can you participate in life? Can you maintain independence? These are the real metrics of success. This is why high-intensity gym culture often fails people over 50. Workouts designed for young bodies emphasize speed, load, and volume. Aging bodies require control, balance, and recovery. Ignoring this reality leads to pain, injury, and eventual withdrawal from movement altogether. Japanese seniors choose safety over ego. They choose consistency over intensity. They choose long-term ability over short-term results. This mindset protects joints, preserves confidence, and encourages lifelong activity. The most powerful realization is that none of these habits require special equipment, expensive programs, or drastic lifestyle changes. They can be applied anywhere. Begin by standing up and sitting down slowly several times a day. Add gentle chair movements in the morning or evening. Walk after meals. Eat slightly less than you think you need. Find one small daily activity that gives you purpose. These actions may feel insignificant at first, but aging is not shaped by dramatic decisions. It is shaped quietly, day by day, through small choices repeated over years. The Japanese did not discover a miracle. They discovered alignment between body, mind, and daily life. If you adopt even a fraction of this approach, you are not just adding years to your life. You are adding life to your years. Strength does not disappear with age. It fades only when movement, purpose, and moderation are abandoned. The future version of your body is being built right now, not in the gym, not in extremes, but in the quiet moments when you choose to move gently, eat mindfully, and live with intention. This is the Japanese health secret: simple, sustainable, and powerful enough to change how you age forever.